If you can see the stains on my t-shirt, let's just ignore that for a bit. But hi book besties, this video we are going to do something I haven't done before, and I'm kind of scared because I don't know if I will be in an even bigger reading slump or if it's gonna get me out of a reading slump. Let's hope for the first. I don't know if I have already mentioned this before, but Emily Henry is kind of a hit or miss author for me because I loved Happy Place and Funny Story, but I didn't really like her other books that I have here. People We Meet on Vacation, Beach Read, Book Lovers were all 4 stars. No, not 4 stars. 3 stars to me. I think Beach Read was a 4-star, but I don't really know what it was about. I don't have a clue what all of these books were about. So I decided to this week do a reading vlog of rereading these 3 Emily Henry books in hope that I can higher my rating and that I will not get into a reading slump. Again, I have no idea what all of these books are about. I think that Beach Read was about 2 writers from 2 different genres, and they swap genres because they are both in a writer's block, and they swap genres to hope that they get out of the writer's block, and then they get into each other's worlds, and I don't know. Book Lovers is about 2 people. She is a literary agent and he is an editor, and they are work nemesis. Nemesis. I don't know the plural. But Nora's sister, Nora is the female main character, persuades her to swap her city desk for a month's holiday in Sunshine Falls, and she keeps bumping into Charlie. Still, again, I don't have a clue what happened in this book, but we'll see. And then People We Meet on Vacation. Fun fact about this book, I had People We Meet on Vacation and You and Me on Vacation on my TBR card for so long, and I was fully convinced that these were 2 different books until I read the backs and these were the same. And I was like, wait. And then I searched if there was a difference, and apparently You and Me on Vacation is UK and People We Meet on Vacation is US. So I just decided to keep this one. I don't know why. It doesn't even match the... like, it's bigger and doesn't match, if that makes sense. About 2 best friends who went on summer trips together, but they fell out. They had a fallout. That's the correct thing, I think. And haven't spoken since. And now Poppy, she's the female main character, has everything she wants, but she's stuck in a rut. And when someone asks her when she was last truly happy, she knows without a doubt that it was on that ill-fated final trip with Alex. And so she decides to convince her best friend to take one more vacation together, lay everything on the table, make it all right, and he agrees. Now she has a week to fix everything, if only she can get around to one big truth that has always stood quietly in the middle of their seemingly perfect relationship. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know if you can see, but I annotate all my books. So these are all annotated. So I think it will be fun to like see my notes that I wrote on every book. And I read these books like all last summer, I think. I think I read Book Lovers like in the beginning of this year. So I think it's fun to see my evolution of my annotations. It's not like I do anything different, but then maybe I wanted to do more drawings. And now I just underline and write something if I want to write something. Anyways, let's choose which one that I want to begin with. Maybe Book Lovers. Because if I do a 3-star read now, then do a 4-star read, beach read, and then finish with People Who Mean on Vacation, which is another 3-star read, I think that will be great. So I think I'll just start with Book Lovers. And the goal is to read one book in 2 days. So it's now Sunday. It's the 21st of July. So my hope is to finish this book Monday, like tomorrow. Start beach read Tuesday, finish it on Wednesday. And start People We Meet on Vacation on Thursday, finish it on Friday. So I can edit the video and post it on Saturday. This will be a journey. Anyways, let's start. Don't mind my hair, I just got out of the shower and I can't even speak. But it's currently the 23rd of July. I don't know if you can see that. So it's the 3rd day of the week and I'm not even halfway of this book. So it's going great. I'm already behind schedule. So that means that I have to read this today and maybe half of the second book, so that I can read the other half of the second book tomorrow, so that I'm back on schedule. But I don't know, I don't really have much hope. I'm liking it so far though. I'm liking it way more than I thought that I did. Okay, I'm not even halfway. I have to read 200 pages of this book. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. The thing is, I made plans yesterday that weren't plans, like impulsive plans. Those were the best kind of plans though. And I had a good time, but now I'm a bit screwed. So I don't know how I'm going to fix this, but I think I have a lot of time to read today, so I'll just put my phone away so that I'm not on my phone while I should be reading, and just read as much as I can. I know I can do this. I have to go visit my grandparents in an hour, so I will read now, like a few pages now, as much as I can. And then in this afternoon I have to do something else. That's not gonna take very long, so I think I'll be able to read a lot today if I'm not on my phone all the time. So yeah, I'll see you when I finish this book. Yeah, I don't know when that will be, but yeah. now that it's focused, it's currently Wednesday the 24th of July, 10:21 in the morning. And let's just ignore that I'm wearing the shirts again with the stain. We'll have to like not look at it for a minute. But I finished this book yesterday, and I finished it at like 5:30, maybe 6-ish in the evening, and I wasn't feeling starting another book. So I just decided to read this entire book today. And I still have to start. I don't have plans today. So I have the entire day to read. And it's like 350 pages maybe. 361. So I think it's possible. I've done it before. But let's just rewind to this book for a second. I first read this book in February this year, and I gave it 3 stars because I thought that the female main character Nora was maybe a little selfish and annoying. But now that I have done a reread, I completely misunderstood the story. I didn't realize that this story has like a deeper meaning, I think, because Nora, the female main character, always cared for her sister because her mother passed away and her dad left. So she was like the caregiver, is that a word? Of her little sister. So she always wants to protect her, and maybe like in not a good way always. So first in the book, when you start the book, you have a prologue of the meeting with Nora and Charlie. Charlie is the editor and Nora is the literary agent, and they meet for a book. They meet for a book called Once in a Lifetime. And Once in a Lifetime is set in Sunshine Falls. So they meet in a restaurant kind of thing, I guess. And Charlie is like, I don't want the book. And because Nora wants Charlie to edit the book. After the prologue, there's a flash forward to 2 years later, and Libby asks Nora, Libby is the little sister of Nora, I don't know if I've already said that. Libby asks Nora to visit Sunshine Falls, like the place from the book Once in a Lifetime. And there she keeps bumping into Charlie, the editor that turned down the book. And yeah, they just rekindle, if that's a word? I don't know. So they grow closer. But I never realized that this book had way deeper meaning than just a possessive big sister. That, yeah. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. I don't want to spoil anything, but at the end of the book you realize why Libby wanted to visit Sunshine Falls with Nora and why she wanted Nora to come with her. And I don't know, back when I read it in February I overlooked this, and this book has way deeper subjects than I realized. So it's way better and more beautiful than I remember. So I gave a higher rating this time. I gave it 4 stars. So the first book of the week is great, like my idea worked. It succeeded, that was the word that I was looking for. The first book succeeded. Gave it a higher rating, so let's now start the second book. I decided that I will do People We Meet on Vacation, but this book has flashbacks of their past vacations together, and I'm not really a fan of flashbacks in books. But one thing about Emily Henry books is that they are readable and fast readable. So I think I'll be able to read this in a book, in a day. In a book, not in a book. So it's now currently 10:27 and I'll make a time lapse of me reading the book on my phone so that I'm not on the phone. And then tomorrow I'll start beach read and hope to finish it on Friday. It's an entire adventure. But yeah, I'll just have to make it work. Anyway, see you soon with a new update. It's currently Wednesday, 24th of July still. It's 5:20 in the afternoon and I just finished. Whoa! I'm so tired. It's crazy. Anyways, so I finished the book. I didn't end up giving it a higher rating. I read it, I don't know when I first read it, but I think like last year somewhere. And I gave it 3 stars back then, and I gave it 3 stars now too. Because like I said before, I'm not really a fan of flashbacks in a book. So when I was reading this book, I realized how my eyes were like just like, I don't know the correct word for that, but like just looking over the words and not really reading them, like the flashback chapters, but I ended up reading the first 150 pages really fast. I'm not sure why, but like maybe in 2 hours I read like 150 pages, I don't know. Ate lunch and then in another 2 hours read the other half of the book. Yeah, I don't know, it's just I'm not really feeling as much with this book as I was doing with Book Lovers yesterday and the day before. So maybe that was why I didn't give it 4 stars. It's still a good book and I would recommend it to people. It's definitely not a bad book. It's still relatable in a way. And when I first read Beach Read, I gave it 4 stars. So I probably won't be giving Beach Read a higher rating too, because it's already a 4 star and I know for a fact that I am not going to give this book 5 stars. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll start this book today or if I'll keep it for tomorrow and hope to finish it on Friday, but I think I'll keep it for tomorrow. battery for my camera is low, so I have to do this quick. But I just finished this book called Beach Read by Emily Henry. And what I mean when I say just finished is 10 seconds ago. I don't know why, but I didn't really get into the story. And I think it's so sad because when I first read it, I gave it 4 stars, and when I see the annotations, I can believe that I liked the book when I first read it. I don't really do now. But because I gave it 4 stars when I first read it, I'm not going to lower my rating, so I'll just keep it at 4 stars. Yeah, I believe with all of these books, you can really love them. Even when you don't expect it, you can love them. I think these books are all amazing and beautiful and written with deeper meanings than just love stories. These are all amazing. So let's do a quick recap of the week. I started reading Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Book Lovers first gave it 3 stars, but now this week I gave it 4 stars, so this is a success. People Meet on Vacation I read on Wednesday and I gave it 3 stars again, but I still like it and I still think about it. So again, not a bad book. And then I just finished Beach Read. Gave it 4 stars when I first read it, and I'll just give it 4 stars now too, because like I said, I don't want to lower my rating. And I genuinely believe that maybe I'm just not into the story right now because I feel a slump coming up. And I don't think it's because of these books, but maybe I think it's because I have to read a new book and not a reread. So yeah, that's what I'll do tomorrow or Sunday, I don't know. I think I'm going to take a few days of reading for now. But yeah. So I can officially put these back on my shelves right there, if you can see. So yeah. I would say though that this week was a success because before this week I always thought that I didn't like these 3 Emily Henry books, but now that I've done a reread, I realized that I like them. I just don't like them as much as Happy Place and Funny Story, but these are also still amazing. So yeah. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. It's completely free and you can always change your mind later. And if you like the video, please like and comment something. I don't know. Have you read any of these books? If yes, what do you think of them? So yeah. I hope you enjoyed and see you next week. Bye.